everyone, welcome back to our channel startuplanes.com. I'm Namrata and I'm taking interviews of the CEOs and founders of several innovative startups in India. In today's interview, I'll be talking with Mr. Nikhil Rajan, the founder and director of Dashitech Private Limited. He holds a master's degree in information science and has worked in various data science, data analytics and data management roles in the past. Nikhil and his team are extremely passionate about solving the most challenging problems in science, technology, and business. You want to know more about this business? Let's get into the video. Hello, sir. Thank you for joining today. I'm Namrata and I'll be taking your interview. So, before the interview begins, would you want to introduce yourself to the audience?
Thanks, Namrata. Sure. So, as you know, my name is Nikhil and I am the director of Dashitech OPC Private Limited. So when we say Dashitech, we are primarily a data science technology company and we focus on technology. It's not run-of-the-mill data analytics organization. And we are more focused on how we build products using data technology, how we enhance the customer experience and how we ease the customer journey throughout the customer lifecycle using the technology. We are in for development of products as well as business consulting. In terms of what my journey has been, so I have a master's in information science from Birla Institute of Technology, Mesra, Ranchi. I completed my master's in the year 2009 with 84.2% of marks. In terms of my academic work experience, I worked with various multinational companies like JP Morgan, Fidelity Investments, pharmaceutical giant Merck, Tata Consultancy Services. I have more than around 11 years of work experience in various multinational companies working globally. I have been to, working globally, working with multiple geographies, multiple teams.
All right, understood. So, talking about the startup that you have, so how did you come up with the idea of the startup and what the startup is all about? Like you said, it deals with data and all of it. So how did you come up with the idea?
See, the idea was very simple. Whatever data-based firms which we have in India at this point in time, what I can see is mostly they are focusing on data analytics. So when we say data analytics, is more based on consulting based on data, how to increase the revenue, how to reduce the costs. But then I felt that there's a need of proper data science technology company, not in terms of business consulting, but in terms of technological advancements, how we can enhance the capabilities of different multinational corporations, how we can. So basically, we are targeting a higher end of technology using data science. That is what the objective of our organization. And also we focus on high-end research as well, in terms of product development, in terms of finding out solutions where though prima facie doesn't seem to be a solution, we do find out solutions. We do research in terms of technology, in terms of algorithms. Yeah, so we are services come product development organization.
All right. So when you were starting out, did you identify any particular market gap where your product would rightly fit in and serve the purpose?
See, I believe that for a good product, there's always a huge market. It may be in any domain, and it may be in any field. However, data we all know is, as we can always see that data is the new oil, right? Even the Reliance Industries now focuses in this tagline that data is the new oil. So as I said, most of the companies right now are focusing on data analytics and go by the name of, even the AI companies which we have, they primarily focus on data analytics. Okay? But my team goes towards the higher value chain. It doesn't do only data analytics, but it properly engages in the product development using data sciences. So when we say data sciences, we help in the collection of the data upstream and downstream. We help in managing the data. We help in data extraction, transformation, and coding. And then we also help in formulation of different kind of algorithms, which could be the best algorithm, if required, developing bespoke algorithms, right? And if required, developing products which are not there at this point of time in the market. We do not normally copy only the products which are there in the market, right? When I say in the market, I'm not only referring to a market at an India level, right? I'm talking about from a global perspective. even whatever like the larger organizations like Facebook and LinkedIn have not been able to do, we try to do that.
Okay. So, when you were starting out, did you face or identify any particular challenges or difficulties?
So the primary challenge I am facing is, as most of the businesses face, and the primary challenge, right, the acquisition of right clients, right? The client conversion. Like we have been trying to pitch to multiple clients, but since we are very new, getting through the client, because the business segment which we are targeting is a very high end, right? And in which there are already very established players, established technology players in the market, including the names of Google, Facebook, Siemens, Ericsson. Yeah, so that's where we are trying to create a niche, and that's where we are trying to compete with very large multinational corporations.
Right. So if I was an interested prospect, but I don't have too much of knowledge about this domain, I just know what you basically do. So if you had to explain to me in simple layman terms, what is your business model? How would you do that?
See, at this point of time, what I'm suggesting is to my clients is, right, let's say that if their revenue is X billion dollars or $1 million, right, and they're not sure where their data is coming from and where their data is going. They're not sure how to utilize that data, right? What we say is we become your chief data officer for your organization, right? We handle your data end to end, from the data extraction, data collection, even to the level of where the data resides, right? Where the data originates. From that level, then we help in data management, complete data management. And then we help in developing data products. When you say data products, those data products would go to the clients as well, would go to the CEO as well, the CTO as well, right? So basically, what we are saying is we are your chief data organization, chief data officer, and anything related to your data needs, whether it's big data, streaming data, right, or the small data, right? We help it for you, and we show you, we show you an output. Let's say that you had an X billion dollar of revenue initially, right? And then you got a lift of, let's say, that X plus $2 billion, right? We take some percentage of that revenue as our pricing. That's how our business model is running currently.
All right. So talking about customers, I would like to know, who are your targeted customers? Is it just B2B, or is there something else that you guys are doing?
It will be primarily B2B. But again, when we say B2B, apart from large multinational corporations, we are also targeting medium scale and small scale industries. The reason being is data science is still very much unexplored, right? Data science is still very much unexplored in the field of smaller organizations. They feel that it's a niche area and only large corporations can do it. Data science and machine learning, computer vision, natural language understanding. Most of the smaller firms have this intuition that this is a field which could be exploited only by the large firms, and that is how we want to help them out. That know that we are here to help you, and this could be very profitable if you use our data services and data products. This could be very profitable for you.
Right. So my next two questions are pretty much interlinked with each other. So the first question is that why should the customers really go for you and not the big players in the market? And what really separates or makes your company stand out than the others?
Yeah, so the first thing, Namrata, I would like to say is the kind of output we give, right? The kind of product and services, the level, the expertise which we give, and the pricing which we charge is very competitive. At that pricing level, no other vendor would give such high quality of products and services, right? And then we treat customers' problems as our own problems, right? Because as I said, we are primarily a research organization. Even customers' problems, whatever there is, even if customer feels that they don't exist at this point of time, right? We can help the customers identify even the future pain points, right? We help, and then solve those problems. So this is the first thing in terms of delivery, right? The other thing is like the kind of values which we imbibe. We have very, very strong ethics. We are a very ethical organization. We follow various things. Apart from business, we lay very strong emphasis on human values and human relationships. And we certainly feel that in any relationship between the customer, two B2B organizations or customers and the vendor, has to have a human aspect to it as well. So working with us, client will be very, very relaxed. The client will be very happy. We will take the complete ownership of the business problem and solve it.
Right.
And also the after-sales service, we also provide very high level of after-sales service.
Well, that sounds very promising. And to that question, I would like to say that when you are choosing vendors for simplifying any part of your business, so what are the parameters you actually judge them upon before being associated with them?
Yeah, so in terms of vendors, see, we are very specific with what are the clients we work with. Also, we are very specific with what are the vendors we work with. We are also very specific with what are the types of employees we hire, right? So we have very high standards in terms of integrity. So we would want to go with vendors which are already established in the market, which have good reputation in the market, and which are already established there for long to medium term. And also, like, as I would expect from any other vendor, like I would expect high quality products at services at competitive prices. Basically, the integrity and product at competitive prices.
Okay. So when answering this question, you said that about the employees, the kind of employees you have. So that brings to me the next question is that if somebody is really interested to join your team and want to work with you, what kind of work environment, what kind of benefits as a team member that person is going to get other than monetary benefits?
See, I will say that my employees will get the best problems to solve, best problems to get their hands dirty on work. They will get the autonomy to work on, right? And they will get the employee respect, which every employee needs, right? Myself have worked on various organizations, various globally known organizations, and I myself feel the need, right? Like most of the startups, people working, they complain that the work-life balance is not there, or some other issue, right? Salary is not coming on time. These are not the kind of issues I want my employees to face, right? I feel my employees are my own family, and employees are also one of the reasons I have started choosing the path of the startup. And so apart from very good work, so they will be a part of the family. Salary is altogether a different component, but they will have a good work-life balance and a good self-employee respect.
All right. So talking about the future of the company, have you planned anything like a short-term goal or a long-term goal that you want to achieve in the near future?
Short-term goal is I would like to have 5 multinational clients on board as soon as possible. This is my short-term goal. As a long-term goal, I would want to my community evolve.
Okay. And talking about startups and this culture that has developed, we also will agree to the fact that whenever a startup wants to grow or expand, having a steady fund is a really important factor. So if you could just walk me through the funding scenario of your company, like have you taken funds previously or are you willing to in the near future?
Fortunately, till now, like we have not needed funds. Having said that, funds are the backbone of any company's growth, right? And I would be willing, because considering that if I get a good proposal, right, win-win proposal from a reputed and respectable investor. So this is of very highly important to me, because as I said, right, we are very particular about the kind of people we deal with in terms of vendors, and we are very particular in QG. We deal with the very people of very high integrity. So I'm looking for funding definitely, but I'm looking for those kind of investors who could also help me in growth of my organization, who could provide some direction and some growth, some direction towards the growth of my organization. It's not only money which I'm looking at. Right?
It's mentorship as well.
Yes. So yeah, I'm open to this idea basically.
Well, all the best to that. And lastly, before closing this interview, what are your thoughts about Startup Lanes?
Yeah, so I really believe that Startup Lanes is doing a very good work. Actually, I came to know about this around a couple of months back, and I went to the websites, and I believe that it's doing a very good work in the sense that startups are the new areas in which our youth can grow. And and youth can tap its complete potential, right? and startups are very much required in the country at this point of time, right? So you know that every country is the country which has the higher economy is more considered to be more powerful at this point in time, right? And here startups can play a very important role. So in this, with this context in mind, I think Startup Brains is playing a very great role. It is involved in each step of the startup formation, startup marketing, branding, and startup acceleration. So I really believe that Startup Brains is doing a good job, very great work.
Well, thank you for your kind words, sir. It was really nice talking to you. Thank you for taking out your time and sharing your views about your business to our viewers on the platform.
Thank you, Namrata. Same here.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Take care.